Всем привет! С вами Zach Novak на радиостанции Novorussia Rocks. Welcome to Novorussia Rocks radio station in downtown Donetsk. Project Guru is the name of our program. Guru's in the house as always. Guru, thank you so much for all the hard work that you do. Andre, my engineer, thank you as always. And my lovely co-host Natalia, say hello to the world. Hello, Novorussia.
Hello, Novorussia. Hello, world.
Hey, listen, Guru, two things from Germany. Still, I believe that Nazi ideology still exists. First, we're going to talk about the German junta not to share ISIS data to Russia. German junta not to share ISIS data. Germany, which is going to take part in a mission against the Islamic State ISIS terrorist group outlawed in Russia, in Syria and Iraq, will not provide data obtained by reconnaissance aircraft to Russia. German Defense Minister Ursula von der Leyen told the N24 German TV channel on Tuesday. The photos and data that we obtain remain exclusively in our coalition. They will not be provided to Russia, she said. We will only discuss with each other who flies and where to avoid mid-air collisions, the defense minister added. In particular, Germany is going to send Tornado reconnaissance jets to Syria. A similar statement has been made at a press briefing in Berlin by Defense Ministry spokesman Jens Flossdorf. The data obtained by Tornado will be handed over to the air forces of the members of the anti-ISIS coalition, whose work is coordinated from the territory of Qatar. Russia is not involved in this structure as far as intelligence data is concerned. Russia is not involved. They are the first ones who are destroying ISIS. Continue. The Defense Ministry hopes that Tornado jets will begin flights in early January, Flossdorf added. And now my second point topic on Germany. Strange and funny way to counter growing neo-Nazi trend by republishing Hitler's Mein Kampf. Russian Foreign Ministry's Commissioner for Human Rights, Democracy and the Rule of Law, Konstantin Dolgov, has called the plans to republish Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf in Germany a strange way of countering the growing neo-Nazi trends in Europe. Germany is going to republish Hitler's Mein Kampf. The diplomat recommended Berlin to more actively seek the disbandment of neo-Nazi battalions in Ukraine and prosecution of their gunmen for war crimes. The BBC earlier reported that Adolf Hitler's political manifesto would be republished in Germany next month for the first time since the end of World War II. A total of 4,000 copies with some 3,400 notes prepared by various experts will be printed. The BBC noted, citing German officials, that public access to the text would be limited amid fears that this could stir neo-Nazi sentiment. You're publishing a book, Mein Kampf. Of course you're going to stir it. In Russia, Mein Kampf is prohibited for sale since it fuels the racial and ethnic hatred. On April 13, 2010, the book was placed on the federal list of extremist materials under number 604. And now, my lovely co-host, Natalia. She will be talking about the poor animals in Crimea. Yes, the people suffering the blackouts due to the Kiev junta's atrocities of causing a blackout in Crimea, but also our animals there at the zoos, exotic animals suffering as well. Natalia.
Russia's emergency ministry has installed a 100 kilowatt portable generator in Crimea's safari park to help exotic animals suffering from the cold, the ministry press service said on Tuesday. The park's director Oleg Zubkov asked the ministry for help, as the animals were freezing after Ukraine junta cut off the peninsula from power supplies. People can bear the difficulties, but animals need help, Zubkov said. A rescue team assisted the workers with providing seals with fresh water, bringing more than 15 tons of water to the park. We will be helping people as well as animals until the resumption of power supplies, Deputy Emergencies Minister Alexander Chuprilyan said. The 32-hectare Taigan Safari Park, home to some 50 African lions, 40 tigers, and hundreds of other animals, have faced problems maintaining their life support as with the beginning of winter. Temperatures in Crimea may fall below 0 Celsius at nights.
This just in, Natalia, she just brought in schools in Gorlovka hit. These are major violations, war crimes. Natalia, please.
Poroshenko regime bombs schools again. Nazi Ukrainian armed formations shelled the territory of School 15 north of Gorlovka in Zaitsevo late in the evening yesterday. According to the Defense Ministry of the DPR, about 20 past 9 p.m. Nazi Ukrainian fighters opened fire at the school. Due to the data, the shelling was from the positions in Zhovanka using mortars of 82 mm caliber. As was pointed out, the school was shelled many times before by the Nazi Ukrainian forces, especially on 13th and 16th of November. Be reminded, yesterday in Gorlovka, suburbs of Gorlovka, at about 4 p.m. earlier, were battles between DPR's militia and Ukrainian nationalistic battalions who started shelling of their positions also in Zaitsevka, Golmovsky and Shirokaya Balka.
A powerful explosion went off on Tuesday in Istanbul's suburban district of Bayrampaşa. Turkish TV channel said the explosion, which could be heard in many districts on the European shore of the city and caused a small panic among the local populations, went off near a metro station, adding that an improvised explosive device had been planted under a car parked near a pedestrian under walkway where the entrance to the metro station is located. Haberturk channel said one person had died and another person had been wounded, while NTV said there were no dead, but 6 people had been wounded. Istanbul Governor Vasip Sahin said one person had received slight injuries. Bayrampaşa and the adjoining city districts were blocked off from traffic, and the metro line nearby has stopped. The police sealed off the district and cars were evacuated from the area. In the meantime, the city police did not confirm the version about a terrorist act. Guru, what do you think? Turkey, with their involvement with ISIS and the war on the Kurds, the downing of the Russian plane, revenge. Andre, listen to this. 6 Turkish fighter planes, F-16s, violated airspace of Greece on Tuesday. In regard to the data of the General Office, Turkish fighter planes entered airspace of Greece between islands Lesbos and Chios at 3 p.m. and then they divided into 2 groups. 4 planes passed the island of Fudini at 3:25 and 2 others passed above the small islands of Bakrianozi. Violations on Tuesday. Turkish fighters F-16, and they were not shot down. Turkish ties with ISIS. Guru. Russia is working with the UN Security Council on a document that would enforce stricter implementation of Resolution 2199, which aims to curb illegal oil trade and by terrorist groups. Russian ambassador to the UN, Vitaly Chutkin, told Novosti. The draft resolution intends to quash the financing of terrorist groups, including Islamic State, ISIS extremists. We are not happy with the way Resolution 2199, which is our initiative, is controlled and implemented. We want to toughen the whole procedure. We are already discussing the text with some colleagues, and I must say that so far there is not a lot of contention being expressed. U.S. Ambassador Samantha Power said that America has shared objective with Russia on this, since it is also working towards bringing the financing of terrorism to the halt. Samantha Power, are you kidding me? The new document is a follow-up to Russian-sponsored Resolution 2199, which was adopted by the UN on February 12th to put a stop to illicit oil deals with terrorist structures using the UN Security Council sanctions. More specifically, it bans all types of oil trade with ISIS and Jafhat al-Nusra. If such transactions are discovered, they are labeled as financial aid to terrorists and result in targeted sanctions being imposed by the Security Council against participating individuals or companies. Back in July, the UN Security Council expressed grave concern over reports of oil trading with ISIS militant groups in Iraq and Syria. The statement came after ISIS seized control of oil fields in the area and was reportedly using the revenues to finance its own state. Let the United Nations stop being hypocritical, because they are all part of this game. Samantha Powers, you as well, your regime, the United States and Turkey, are playing a very ugly game. Thanks, folks, for listening into our program. Please join us in again on Friday. It is snowing outside. It's beautiful. It's my favorite time of the year. Everyone be safe. And from now on, end of the program, we will be playing Christmas songs all the way to the holidays, till New Year. All right, everybody be safe. By the Kinks, Father Christmas. Bye-bye, folks.
When I was small, I believed in Santa Claus, though I knew it was my dad. And I would hang up my stocking at Christmas, open my presents and I'd be glad. But the last time I played Father Christmas, I stood outside a department store. A gang of kids came over and mugged me and knocked my reindeer to the floor. He said, Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoy. Give all the toys to the little rich boys. Don't give my brother a Steve Austin outfit. Don't give my sister a cuddly toy. We don't want a jigsaw or Monopoly money. We only want the real McCoy. Father Christmas, give us some money. We'll beat you up if you make us annoy. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. But give my daddy a job, cause he needs one. He's got lots of mouths to feed. But if you've got one, I have a machine gun, so I can scare all the kids on the street. Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoy. Give all the toys to the little rich boys. Have yourself a merry, merry Christmas. Have yourself a good time. But remember the kids who got nothing while you're drinking down your wine. Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. Father Christmas, please hand it over. We'll beat you up, so don't make us annoyed. Father Christmas.